Chapter 1. Understanding Quantum Realities. What is quantum mechanics? Imagine a world where the smallest building blocks of reality don't follow the usual rules. A world where particles can exist in two places at once, and where one tiny decision could ripple across the universe. Welcome to the world of quantum mechanics, a place so strange, even Einstein called it spooky. But don't worry, you don't need a physics degree to grasp how this relates to your life. Quantum mechanics is the science of the very small. It explains the behavior of particles like electrons and photons, which are the fundamental pieces of everything you see around you. Here's the kicker. These particles aren't fixed objects. They're like little shapeshifters, existing as both waves and particles depending on how they're observed. That's called wave-particle duality. Think about it this way. When you flip a coin, it's either heads or tails. But in the quantum world, the coin is both heads and tails, until someone looks. Only when it's observed does it settle into one outcome. And this, my friend, is where things get interesting. Because if observation can change reality on such a small scale, what does that say about the power of your own focus? A. The role of the observer. Here's the part that's going to blow your mind. You're not just a passive spectator in this grand cosmic play, you're an active participant. Quantum mechanics tells us that the very act of observing something changes its outcome. This is called the observer effect, and it's been proven in experiments like the famous double-slit experiment. Picture this. Scientists fire tiny particles, like electrons, at a barrier with two slits. If no one's watching, the particles act like waves, creating an interference pattern on the other side. But when someone observes them, the particles suddenly act like solid objects, passing through one slit or the other. In other words, the mere act of paying attention changes what happens. Now, think about your daily life. What are you focusing on? What are you observing, consciously or unconsciously? The observer effect isn't just some scientific curiosity. It's a clue that your thoughts and attention might be shaping the world around you. The universe isn't happening to you, it's responding to you. B. The multiverse and parallel realities. Let's crank up the wow factor. Quantum theory doesn't just stop at observation. It also suggests that every decision you make creates a branching path of possibilities, leading to what physicists call the multiverse. Imagine an infinite number of parallel realities, each one slightly different from the next. In one reality, you're a world-famous artist. In another, you're running a cozy bookstore by the sea. And in yet another, you might be living a completely different life altogether. Every choice you make, every action you take, collapses one potential reality and brings another into existence. Here's where it gets practical. If infinite possibilities exist, why not aim for the one you truly want? The multiverse theory suggests that the you who's living your dream life isn't some far-off fantasy. It's a potential version of you, waiting for the right thoughts and actions to bring it into focus. The key is learning how to align your mind and energy with the reality you want to experience. Chapter 2. The power of your mind. A. Consciousness and the quantum field. Think about this for a moment. What if your mind wasn't just a processor of thoughts, but a force that interacts with the universe itself? Sounds far-fetched, right? But quantum physics is showing us that consciousness might be the missing piece in the puzzle of reality. At the quantum level, particles don't seem to behave like particles at all. They act like waves of infinite possibilities until someone observes them. That someone could be you. This is where the quantum field comes into play. Imagine a vast, invisible energy field connecting everything in the universe, a field where every possibility exists all at once. Your mind is like a tuning fork, vibrating within this field. The thoughts you focus on aren't just idle chatter. They are signals being sent into the quantum field. Those signals have the potential to influence which possibilities collapse into reality. Mind-blowing, absolutely. But it's not just theory. Scientists like Penrose and Hameroff have suggested that your brain, through its neural processes, might actually be a quantum computer interacting with this field. The question is, are you using your quantum influence consciously or leaving it to chance? B. The science of intent and energy. Now, let's take this one step further. Every time you think about something with intensity, whether it's an exciting goal or a dreaded fear, you're generating energy. Think of it like a stone thrown into a still pond. The ripples are your thoughts, and the pond is the quantum field. Those ripples don't just disappear, they radiate outward, affecting everything they touch. The more focused and intense your thought, the bigger the ripple. But don't take my word for it. Science is starting to back this up. Take the Global Consciousness Project, for example. Researchers found that when people worldwide focus their thoughts on the same event, measurable changes occur in random number generators. Think about that. Focused collective thought was enough to create a noticeable impact on machines. If collective thought can do that, imagine what your own focused intent can achieve in your personal reality. It's not just positive thinking, it's physics in action. The key is intention. When you set a clear intention, you're essentially programming the quantum field. But here's the catch. You have to feel it as if it's already real. The quantum field doesn't respond to wishful thinking or vague ideas. It reacts to energy, your emotional, focused energy. Want proof? Think about the last time you were laser-focused on something and it came true, almost like magic. Coincidence? Maybe. But what if it wasn't? C. Visualization and quantum manifestation. Let's get practical. How do you actually tap into this power? The answer is simple. Visualization. And no, this isn't some woo-woo daydreaming exercise. This is about training your mind to see, feel, and believe in the outcome you want, before it exists. Athletes do it. CEOs do it. And yes, quantum physics supports it. Here's how it works. When you visualize something vividly, your brain doesn't distinguish between imagination and reality. The same neural pathways light up. That means you're literally rewiring your brain for the reality you want to create. But here's the secret sauce. It's not enough to just see it. You have to feel it. Emotions are the turbocharge for your quantum signal. When you imagine achieving your goal and feel the joy, excitement, or relief it would bring, you're amplifying your signal to the quantum field. Want to try it? Start with something small. Close your eyes and imagine holding something you desire, like a new car or a promotion at work. Picture every detail. The color, the sound, the way it feels. Now, here's the kicker. Feel like it's already yours. Feel the confidence, the excitement, the gratitude. Do this daily and you're not just thinking about your goal, you're creating it. Your mind is more powerful than you've been told. It's not just an organ for thinking, it's a tool for bending the universe to your will. But like any tool, it only works if you use it correctly. Focus your consciousness, set clear intentions, and visualize with emotion. The universe is waiting for your signal. So, what will you create today? Chapter 3. Changing the Universe. So you've made it this far, you now understand the mechanics of quantum realities and the undeniable power of your mind. But here's the million-dollar question. What are you going to do with it? This chapter is about action. It's about taking the knowledge you've gained and applying it to change not just your life, but the very fabric of the universe around you. Yes, it's a bold claim, but you'll see how simple shifts in your thoughts, emotions, and actions can ripple outward in ways you never thought possible. A. Taking responsibility for your reality. Here's a tough pill to swallow. Your life, in its current state, is your creation. Not society's, not your parents', not some random twist of fate, it's yours. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you can begin to shape your reality the way you want it. You are not a passive victim of the universe, you are its co-creator. The first step is radical self-awareness. Start by paying attention to your thoughts and emotions. Are they aligned with the life you want to live? Or are they stuck on replay, dragging you into the same negative loops? If your inner world is filled with doubt, fear, or resentment, guess what? That's the signal you're sending out to the quantum field. and that's the reality you're reinforcing. But here's the good news. You can change the script. It's not easy, but it's simple. Start small. The next time you catch yourself spiraling into negative self-talk, stop. Replace it with one positive, intentional thought. Do this consistently, and you'll start to see a shift, not just in your mind, but in the world around you. B. Aligning with desired quantum realities. If you want to change your universe, you have to tune into the right station. Think of your mind like a radio. Right now, it's broadcasting a specific frequency, and that frequency is attracting matching circumstances. Want a different outcome? Change the frequency. Alignment is the secret sauce here. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions must all point in the same direction. Let's say you want to attract financial abundance. Thinking about wealth isn't enough. You have to feel wealthy, act like you already have it. Surround yourself with things that reflect abundance, even if it's just one small thing, a nice pen, a new journal, or even a clean space to work. These small actions send a clear signal to the quantum field. This is who I am. Vibrational frequency isn't just woo-woo talk. It's science. High vibration emotions like gratitude, love, and joy amplify your ability to align with what you want. So, practice gratitude daily. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each morning. Feel the joy they bring. When you consistently emit these high frequencies, you become a magnet for positive quantum outcomes. C. The ripple effect, impacting the universe. Here's the fun part. Once you start aligning your own life, you'll notice something incredible. The people around you will begin to shift too. Your energy is contagious. When you operate from a place of high-frequency thoughts and emotions, you naturally influence those in your orbit. Your family, friends, co-workers, they all feel it, whether they realize it or not. This is what's known as the ripple effect. Your individual transformation doesn't stop with you. It spreads outward, creating waves that touch the lives of others. And as more people shift, the collective consciousness begins to rise. It's a domino effect that can change the world, one person at a time. Think about it. Small changes lead to big results. A single positive thought, action, or emotion can set off a chain reaction that impacts not just your immediate surroundings, but the universe itself. It's the butterfly effect on steroids. So, when you choose to elevate your own reality, you're not just improving your life, you're contributing to a better, more aligned universe. Now is the time to act. You've learned the tools, you understand the principles. Stop waiting for permission or the perfect moment. Start taking small, intentional steps today. Align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the reality you want. Take responsibility for your role as a creator and watch as your universe, your beautifully unique, quantum-empowered universe, transforms before your eyes.